My name is Kathy Kurth. I'm an audiologist practicing here in Scottsdale since the early 80s and have 3 locations in Scottsdale, and have had the opportunity to make a huge difference in the lives of people with hearing loss. Hearing loss is not an isolated problem or something to be ignored. Well, they say by age 50-55, 50% of us will have some degree of hearing loss. So when a patient comes in, very often we will start with our wellness program that allows people to come in and have hearing evaluations, hearing screenings at no charge. Next, we want to make sure that if there's any medical or surgical intervention, that's the next step. But for most people, 94-95% of hearing loss is sensory neural, so there's no medical or surgical intervention. The only form of hearing loss that's preventable is noise damage. So what we need to do to educate people on what they can do to protect their ears. The more we get our hearing tested on a yearly basis, I think it's going to help in overall hearing health care, especially when hearing loss has been tied to cognitive dysfunction. Studies have been done that looks at untreated hearing loss, cognitive dysfunction, dementia, correlations between diabetes, heart disease. All of this is tied together. Today, hearing aids are quite varied, from very high-speed computer chips that go into these hearing aids, wireless technology. There are those who don't want to have to mess with a hearing aid. They'd much prefer to have that hearing aid in their ear for 2 to 3 months, what we call extended wear. And we've been fitting this particular type of device for almost 10 years. Signs of hearing loss are if you're asking others to repeat more than just once or twice in a day, if you are having to turn the TV louder, if you're going to restaurants and find that you're really struggling to follow the conversation. A hearing aid or a hearing instrument is not going to restore hearing to normal, but it's going to provide just a life-changing experience for people who are missing out on so much.
My name is Charlie Shore-Sealfon. I realized I wasn't hearing things as clearly when those hearing aids went in, and I walked out. I could hear birds in a tree I hadn't heard before. It was wonderful. The hearing aids have changed my life in such a way that I am more comfortable with the world around me. I'm more comfortable being with people in a situation.
So I'm just very lucky to be able to do what I'm doing, and when I can hear the stories from my patients of what I've been able to do and all of the providers on our staff have been able to do, it's the best part of all.